Hello everybody, it's Matt from RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. Happy Halloween everybody! Hope you're having a great day so far. As we talk a little Royal Caribbean here on this Thursday. And every Monday we are live here on YouTube, trying out the Thursday thing. It is Halloween. I am getting in the spirit of things as we talk a little Royal Caribbean together here on YouTube. And of course, if you're looking for Royal Caribbean information, fun, and advice, costumed or not, you can always check out RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com, RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com for everything Royal Caribbean related. Caitlin Rose, welcome. Voxel, hello. Heather, hello. Are you guys not dressed up for Halloween already? I'm actually, this outfit is pure leather, and it is 90 degrees here in Florida. I'm not exaggerating. It is 90 degrees here, so I am dying in this thing. But hello, everybody. I'm going to take off my hood now because it is, whoo! It's warm under there. It is warm under there, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you guys here. Watching from work. I'm in my house, of course. Yeah. We're here a little earlier than usual. First of all, let's our friends in the UK join in. Second of all, I figure with Halloween, trick-or-treating, people are really busy today, so I have an opportunity to talk over here. Judy, we had to work a luncheon with costumes. Nice. Christine Sanders, you just bought your... Actually, I think this is on upside down. Let me try this. Sorry, now you all know my secret identity. I don't know. No, I think it was around the right way. Anyway, welcome, guys. Probably smells like bacon wrapped in leather. Robot chicken. There you go. This is definitely the right way. Okay. Halloween treat today for all of you guys. That is right, Bray Ray. Hanging out, talking real quick, answering your cruise questions. So we have an opportunity. Timothy's dressed like a government worker today. I like it. If I can answer your cruise question, please type it in chat right now. We'll answer as many questions as we can here on this Halloween edition of Royal Caribbean Blog live here on YouTube. John Lally, think am I going on a Halloween cruise next year? Have ever done one? I've not done one. I'd love to do it. Although my kids are at an age right now that Halloween is like a massive social event. I feel like them missing out on time with their friends would be a major concession on their end. Earl, what is my favorite Halloween candy? My goodness. I've always liked Milky Ways, man. Love Milky Ways. Alyssa, thank you. Hello, Wendy from Canada. Welcome. Glad to have you guys here. Danielle OG is here. Goalkeeping, Justin Ruiz. Can you share Voom Wi-Fi? Absolutely. Unlike the drink packages, you are allowed to share your internet access code. Obviously, Justin, it is one device at a time. But if you want to sign in for a little bit and then share that code with a friend, a family member who wants to sign in after you, absolutely. Joe Dell is dressed as a housewife ready to go to the pharmacy. That's a creative costume. I like it. Richard will be on Anthem next Halloween. What can we expect dressing up or party-wise? Yeah, definitely bring your costume. There will be Halloween. There will be parties. There will be decorations, trick-or-treating. You should definitely do that. Nax just popped in to say, hey, love you, Matt. Happy Halloween. Thank you. Tom wants to know, what time to get to Bayonne, New Jersey for Anthem of the Seas? I would recommend getting to the terminal around 11 a.m. or so. Angela Roman with the super chat already. Thank you, Angela, for the super chat. Very, very kind of you. Kayana wants to know, is Coco Key open? Of course it's open. Yes, absolutely. Stephanie Potter in the double digits for Allure of the Seas. Lamar from Puerto Rico, welcome. April says, wish she was there. It is a balmy 30 degrees in Utah. Well, you know what, April? Then wearing a full leather costume would actually be a benefit, not a hindrance. Don Roll wants to know, is the key worth it if I'm going on Navigator for a 5-day cruise? Don, I would tell you that if you were already going to buy the internet package, you're below Diamond and Crown and Anchor, and you're not staying in a suite, you can make an argument for the key. I personally think it's not that critical. It's kind of like booking a suite on a ship. You know, it's something nice to have, but not, like, you'll still have a great time without it. Let's see here. Bookavan, Robin with a dad bod. Not wrong on that. Laurie Clark, dressed up as a person taking the day off work, sweats and house shoes. I like that. No work is the best kind of work. David, where's the best place to sleep on the ship? In your room, of course. Let's talk about naps. If you're talking about naps, I absolutely love taking a nap in the solarium. Joyce, is Evian the only bottled spring water offered on Symphony of the Seas? No. So, Joyce, Evian is the one that comes in the large bottle, but when you ask for a bottle of water at a bar, you're not going to get Evian. You're going to get something else, some off-brand water. Roz, wants to know what the current shows are for Anthem of the Seas going in January. Roz, the easy way I don't know, but the easy way to figure out the shows is to go to a Cruise Compass. Look at a past Cruise Compass, because you know what? They're not going to change the entertainment, especially the shows, when you go on board. Now, they will have We Will Rock You. The West End musical will be on your ship. You're also going to have Spectre's Cabaret in 270. I can promise you those two. Danielle wants to know, do I set up onboard cash account before stepping on the ship or guest services once on the ship? Both, Danielle. They'll ask you for all that information as you get on board. Denise says, midship really least rocky area of the ship for sleep? Yes, generally speaking, and generally speaking is emphasis, yes, it'll be less noticeable midship than it is on the extreme forward or extreme aft. So, Stephanie Potter, saw you were live, hit the play without the headphones in on the train. So 2 stops, I was listening to you. Awesome. Paula Casey, booked a balcony cabin on Harmony. Can you tell me if you can sunbathe on the balcony instead of going up on the deck? Absolutely. Just keep in mind, Paula, that people can actually see you, potentially. So don't, but you can absolutely go out there to get some sun. Clayton Michaels, how can I share Oasis Lagoon Cabana with friend on the cruise planner? You don't, Clayton. You just book it for yourself and then tell your friend to report to go with you to the Oasis Lagoon Cabana. You're good to go. Patty, how much is a small bottle of water? Let me check. I have the drink prices at RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. They would be bottle of water $3.25 for a 500 milliliter bottle of water. Voxel, do you wait to near sailing to check in, or do you check in as soon as possible? We're kind of lazy, Voxel. So we, as an example, my upcoming Oasis of the Seas cruise in November, we haven't checked in yet, but we still have a couple weeks. So as long as I do it, I usually do my online check-in by about 2 weeks beforehand. Lanny Shaven, a nice costume. Here's my question. Can't decide if I should go on Symphony or Harmony or Allure. They're all very similar, Lonnie. I would look at the price. You're looking at secondary things. Price, itinerary. Those are the 2 things I would look at. In terms of, Allure or Symphony or Harmony, I mean, flip a coin. They're so similar. I love Harmony of the Seas, but you can make an argument for each one of them. Danielle says, I've heard the walls can be thin between cabins. How thin is thin? Can you hear full conversations? No. You would hear somebody yelling or screaming or loud music, but if you and I were just talking like the volume I'm talking now, I don't think you'll hear that. You should be able to hear the TV unless it's really jacked up. Mina, when are you going in November? Going in November 24th, Oasis of the Seas. Roz wants to know, the pool saltwater, freshwater? Depends on the ship, Roz. They differ from class of ships. As an example, the Voyager class is saltwater, and the Oasis class minus 1 pool is freshwater. So it depends. Chris Pat is here. Welcome. Buko fan, is there a way to get the key program scheduled for an upcoming cruise, like flow rider times, rock climbing, etc.? No, you don't schedule them in advance. You simply show up during your designated time where key guests get priority access. It's not, when you have the key, you can't just go there anytime you please. There are limited times, which is why I'm not a huge fan of the key. Because it sounds like, I can go on the water slides like all the time. No, there are designated times, and they're usually during, not the most opportune times, I should say. Jodell wants to know, what class is Allure of the Seas? Allure of the Seas is a Oasis class ship. CCK, I'm planning on buying a soda package for my husband and myself. We'll have to purchase one for my 1-year-old. No, absolutely not. Teresa Sheets, if you cancel a cruise to rebook at a better price, is there a chance you could lose the room you currently have booked? No, any good travel agent should be able to do that, make the price adjustment for you, and you'll be good to go. This is why you should use a travel agent, guys. Don't do this on your own. Don't let somebody mess this up for you. Travel agents do this all the time. There's no cost to you for using a travel agent. There should be no cost to you using a travel agent. Why not Batman? I don't know. I think their costume was more money. Actually, this costume is from last year. Last year, the reason is my kids were going to dress up as the Teen Titans Go, and I was going to dress up as Robin to match them. So that's the reason why not Batman. Mary Flannery, hoping to do early personal preview of Floating Cabanas at Cocoa Beach Club. We have one booked in April 2020. Nice! Awesome! Chris Pat, 197 Days till Symphony of the Seas. Great. Randy, I heard that Enchantment is going to Baltimore. That would leave Port of Galveston with only Liberty. Thoughts on Royal's plans for a new ship or ships in Galveston? Randy, there's a lot of rumors, and emphasis on rumors, that Royal Caribbean is going to put an Oasis-class ship in Galveston. Remains to be seen. We don't know that yet, but we'll have to wait and find out. Keith said he bought the ultimate food package and tried to book Izumi, but Royal Caribbean kept telling it's included. So, Keith, Izumi sushi is included. Izumi hibachi is not included. Hope that makes sense. And also, Keith, you can't book it in advance before your cruise. So if you have a dining package, you have to wait to be on board the ship to actually make reservations. Sherilyn says, thanks for the tips and tricks, Arian. Really helpful. You're very welcome. Very, very welcome. Team Turner in the house. Danielle, do you recognize constantly every time you sail? Not all the time. I always say there is usually these days, a couple people usually recognize me, but I'm not like, I'm not a celebrity, guys. I'm not like Brad Pitt. I look like Brad Pitt, but I don't, they don't recognize me on board. Hello, Alon from TLV Israel. Mani Shma. Sarah, happy Halloween to you as well. Hello to Neil. Welcome. You know what? Oh, Mike says, if I get the deluxe drink package, will they let me get a bucket of beers? No. But you'll obviously have unlimited beers, but you can't get a bucket of them. No. So, Milheim Farm. I have 4 teens. Will they have enough to do on Oasis? Oh my God. Yes. Your teens will have plenty to do on Oasis of the Seas. Brian White, any rumors on the entertainment in 2020 on Oasis class ships? How early do they release the show schedule? Royal Caribbean doesn't post their show schedule in advance, actually. So, really you have to look at past cruise compasses to get an idea of what to expect. Beyond that, what they're going to offer on board the ship, in terms of like, you know, the Broadway show, it's going to be Cats. The shows in the Aqua Theater are going to be whatever they are, going to be starting in November. I know there's actually a new Aqua Theater show there, which is something about the music of the 1980s, something like that effect. I forget the exact name. But the shows, the core, the signature entertainment does not change from sailing to sailing. Andy, on Oasis of the Seas, can I open the partition on the balcony for connecting rooms? Absolutely, yes. This mask is super annoying. I don't know how. It's super itchy. And sweaty, my goodness. Leather was a bad idea. Bukofan, is 10 a.m. too early to show up to the cruise port in New Jersey? No, I wouldn't show up any earlier than 10, but I usually aim for 10 a.m., quite frankly. Alon, sailing on Symphony November 16th. That's awesome, dude. Love Symphony of the Seas. זה ממש מיוחד שמה בSymphony of the Seas. April, what's the difference between the Kids Club on Liberty versus the Oasis class ship? Well, on Oasis of the Seas, April, they're, first of all, the size of the space. But second of all, with Oasis, they're trying a new concept. This will also come to Allure of the Seas next year, where they're redoing Adventure Ocean. Instead of being segregated by ages, they're going to combine them and offer a more free-flowing experience. We're going to try this out on Oasis of the Seas with my kids coming up here in about a month from now. Christine says, we want to go to chill at a beach in Cozumel. Do we need to pay for an inclusive resort, or is there a nice free beach to go to? Not free, Christine, but Paradise Beach is amazing. If you go to Paradise Beach, it's like $5 to get in. It's wonderful. Well worth the $5 to get in there. Go there. Don, is Navigator your favorite ship? If not, do you have a favorite? It's my second favorite ship. My favorite ship is Harmony, followed by Navigator. All right, guys, I'm taking this thing off. It's too itchy. You all get it. I dressed up. Ugh. Natsu, greetings from Germany. Guten Tag. 177 days till 2-bedroom Aqua Theater suite on Symphony. Nice. Tanya, what's the best time to book my second cruise for the best price? As soon as you can, Tanya. The earlier you book your cruise, guys, the better the price will be. Rasmussen, am I cruising in January? Yeah, I'm on Brilliance of the Seas for a 4-nighter to Cozumel. I think it's like January 14th or 16th, something like that. Tracy, favorite beach is St. Martin Grand Case Beach. Go there. Jimmy Lee, any tips for Majesty of the Seas? You should definitely understand what Majesty has on board and what it doesn't have on board. I think a lot of people kind of get... I think some people assume there's certain features on Majesty that aren't actually there because Majesty is one of the smaller, older ships there. Cliff, any rumors for a Broadway show for Odyssey? Nothing that I've heard that's remotely, what's the word? Not verifiable, but just speculation, pure speculation. Patrick wants to know, when do the ships get decorated for Christmas? Right around Thanksgiving. Either right at Thanksgiving or right before or right after. And are there Christmas-themed activities on the sailings before Christmas? No. There will be decorations, but the actual Christmas activities are limited to the sailings that go over Christmas. Justin, yes, credible. That's the word. Exactly. Axel, have I been to Nassau and Cape Canaveral? Do you need an excursion or go on your own? I did an excursion that was on my own, Axel. I have been there. It's amazing. We have a review of it at RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. Check it out. Favorite beach excursion in Nassau, Danny? Cabbage Beach. Just take a taxi over there. So, Milheim, will Oasis be getting a flow rider? She already has a flow rider. But she will not be getting iFly or North Star. But she already has 2 flow riders, dude. Let's see here. Jay Scott, do you have to book an excursion to get the transportation to a beach in Cozumel? No, you can just simply take a taxi. Taxis in Cozumel are very easy to traverse. When you get out of the cruise port, There's a ton waiting for you over there. There's taxis everywhere. Cozumel is one of the easiest ports to get around on your own. You don't need to book an excursion. If you just want to go to the beach, my advice, take a taxi, go to Paradise Beach, explore on your own over there. You'll be good to go. Andy, is there a way to get the drink card which has like 10 drinks on an Oasis? No, Andy. The 10 drink card thing sometimes appears, sometimes doesn't appear, most time does not appear, and there's no way to know in advance, Andy, if it'll be on your sailing. It's kind of a thing Royal Caribbean uses to spur drink package sales, so even if it were to show up, Andy, it would be during the second half of your cruise. Clayton says, can you still book your next cruise on board and hold it for $100? Yeah, absolutely. Wendy and Donna, it's Wednesday live Q&A. I hate to be the one to tell you, it's Thursday. Today is Thursday, yes. Good stuff. By the way, guys, you know what I forgot to ask is, with all this Halloween nonsense, how many days till your next Royal Caribbean cruise? Type it in chat. Let's count down together. Lucas, is gratuity mandatory on Royal Caribbean? Yeah. It's not. It's framed, Lucas, as a thing you add on to your cruise fare, but in its current form, it is customary to tip. It's part of the program. It's automatic, so yes. Tracy at 170 days. Nice. Christine Souders, if we both have our passports, we need to bring our original birth certificate. No, if you have your passports, Christine, do not bring any birth certificate. Utterly useless. All you need is a passport. That's it. Got a lot of countdowns here. I like it, guys. Hezzy, happy Halloween to you as well. Going on Oasis in 20 days. First time I caught you, Matt. Do you recommend 150 Central Park? Absolutely, yes. Love 150 Central Park. It is amazing. You should definitely do it. Great restaurant. Definitely check out the beef tenderloin for 2 option. Great choice on the menu there. A lot of countdowns. So my next cruise, I don't know when mine is. I mean, how many days? How many days till November 24th?
It's 24 days until then.
Awesome. Pierre wants to know who's my favorite Royal Caribbean cruise director. Ooh, Jimmy Rhodes. I love me some Jimmy Rhodes. Let's see here. Big Whale's going on Symphony of the Seas next weekend. Anything you'd recommend that I 100% have to check out? Yeah, so Big Whales, we did actually a video a couple weeks ago about the one thing you must do on every ship in the fleet, including the ship you're going on, dude. So check it on out. My next cruise is Oasis of the Seas in 24 days, as you just heard. Am I dressed as Super Mario? All right, I guess I need the mask again. I am the darkness that flaps in the night. I am Robin, not Super Mario. Hello, Joseph Kaiser. Welcome. Julian from Onboard Harmony of the Seas. I'm jealous. Wish I was on board a ship right now. Stephen Blaze, you're doing Navigator Thanksgiving week as well. Awesome. Lawrence on Liberty. Is everybody on a cruise but me? I'm jealous, guys. And DM is going on Symphony November 2nd. Awesome. Tyler Diedrich, lunchtime. Hello. I thought you weren't even dressing up this year. Well, I figured I was going to do a live broadcast. I still have this costume from last year. Team Turner with the super chat. Thank you, Team Turner. Really appreciate it. They write, can you do an updated video on Lauderdale? Coco Key seems like the place to be, but I saw some videos of Lauderdale and it looks beautiful. With all the Coco Key craze, everyone forgot about Lauderdale. You know what? I probably should. I think it's a great idea, Team Turner. And Andy Porio, thank you for the super chat as well. Guys, you were very, very generous today. Really appreciate all that. And Andy writes, thanks for all that you do. Well, thank you, Andy, for hanging out with us here, with your generosity. Really appreciate it. Alana wants to know, according to your experience, what will be the weather in November 16th at Symphony Stable? Symphony's an awesome ship. In terms of the weather, it's going to be warm. It'll be warm enough it's going to be hot. Wear shorts and short sleeves. You'll love it. Sharon Stockman with the super chat as well. Thank you, Sharon. Holy moly. Sharon Knights will be at St. Martin on Christmas Day. What will be good to do? Afraid everything will be closed. Go to the beach. Beaches don't close, Sharon. I would recommend going to a beach excursion. Go to Grand Case Beach is my favorite thing to do in St. Martin. At the end of the day, the ocean doesn't close, and that's a pretty good idea of what to do there. And don't forget, when it comes to tourism, guys, they really don't shut down. If you're going to go to, I wouldn't necessarily go to Marigot, Sharon, because you're relying on a lot of shops to be open on Christmas Day, which I would agree is a mistake. But if you do an excursion through Royal Caribbean, or you just go on your own to a beach, you should be fine. Burr99, is it worth buying next cruise on board? I think if you're on board the ship, and you say, I want to book a cruise, you should do it. But don't wait. Book it now instead. Andy with another super chat. Andy, oh my goodness. Thanks for all you do again. My goodness. Thank you, Andy. Really appreciate the generosity. Susan Lieberman was on Symphony in August with 9 friends and family. Loved Coco Key. Love a Royal Caribbean Diamond member. Awesome. Glad to hear it. Tracy, good restaurant in St. Martin. Yes. Hold on a second. A friend of mine recommended one. Give me 2 seconds. Because I want to go there on my next visit. Where is Chris's? Le Temple de Parisis? It's this place right here. I don't know if you guys can see this. Le Temple. I don't know what letter that is on the front. But there's a restaurant there. It's right on Grand Case Beach. I think it's P-E-R-I-S-E-S. I think that's a P. I'm not sure. Google it. It'll autocorrect it there. Le Temple de, I think, P-E-R-I-S-E-S. Hopefully that makes sense. Elizabeth, why is Grandeur this season being replaced with another ship in Baltimore? Granger's leaving the fleet, Elizabeth. So they're getting rid of, they're moving Grandeur on. She's too old at this point to move to a different fleet. And so Enchantment is replacing it. So at least you have some cruise option over there. Oh, it's a C? That's a C? If you say so. The time of cherries. Bien. Merci. What is the perfect day chicken sandwich 10 days to go? Tom Young, it is the crispy chicken sandwich. It will change your life, brother. It's amazing. Make sure you get it when you get it. It's available at the Snack Shack. Must order. Connie, I'm going on Oasis of the Seas January 5th to 12th for my honeymoon. Is it true that there is a $25 stateroom cleaning fee per day? No! Where did you learn that? No! No! Absolutely not! Your stateroom attendant? Including your cruise fare, dude. Bookavan, what are your top 3 YouTube channels you watch for cruising? My goodness. I'm just going to give you my friends, guys, because there are 3 friends. I mean, I have a lot of friends who are on YouTube. I mean, Sherry from Cruise Tips TV, Alana. I love Alana's video, Travel the World with Alana. And, Sharon at Sea was in here recently. I'm going to give a shout out to Sharon. She's super nice. Is it spicy, Sharon? No. The crispy chicken sandwich is not spicy at all. So. Rollin Jones, next is Freedom of the Sea, sailing from Puerto Rico. Nice. I'm doing that exact sailing, dude, in December. Can't wait. Joseph Kaiser, are you going to try the new panoramic rooms on Oasis? Unfortunately not. I didn't book those rooms. It's a little out of my price range, but I'd love to. 12th Man Proud, was Brilliance of the Seas amplified or will be before next year's group cruise? No and no. The Radiance class is not getting amplified. The Royal Amplified program is only for the Voyager, Freedom, and some Oasis class ships. Now that being said, Brilliance did get an update a number of years ago. Holy moly, Natsu with a super chat. 50 quid, 50 pounds, 50 sterling. Actually, it's euros. 50, blimey. Natsu, many thanks for all the time and effort you put into getting us informed. Your work made me go with Royal Caribbean. One quick question, how is smoking on Coco Key working? Are there certain smoking areas like on the ship, or are there ashtrays easily available? I believe there are certain areas, Natsu, that you can smoke in, like designated areas. I don't believe, like as an example, you're not supposed to be smoking like, in the chair area, like in the beach lounger chairs, but there are designated smoking areas, yes. So it's very similar to the ship in that regard. Very similar to a theme park if you've ever been over there. But not so. Holy moly. Thank you for the super chat. It is euros. Yeah. Juan L'Oreal. It's Super Matt. That's right. That is right. Mary Flannery, I have heard that you can book on board with open booking and still book the date with the travel agent and get on more credit. You can, Mary, but I wouldn't recommend it. The reason is the open booking program has been really neutered over the last number of years. It used to be really lucrative, but you get so little onboard credit for booking an open booking that you're much better off instead, Mary, booking a sailing you want to book, letting next cruise know, hey, I want to use my travel agent. They'll attribute it to them. It's automatic. You're good to go. Paul says, heard talk about the Ranger cookies. Where do I get them from going on Harmony next year? Oh, you're very welcome, Paul. You can get them at Cafe Promenade. They sometimes have it in the Windjammer as well. Windjammer. April, in your opinion, what is a great deal to pay per person per day on a cruise? Anytime you can get close to $100 a day per person for a balcony, that's a pretty good rate right there. So the closer you can get to that, the better off you are. And if you can get below that, it's a great deal. Mr. Monkey, I love the name. Going on Harmony March 1st. First cruise, had Oasis booked for April, and then the crane accident happened. Well, brother, I hope you have a great cruise coming up soon. Mr. Gutter 21, have a junior suite booked for the week of Thanksgiving on Anthem. Can we reserve at Coastal Kitchen for dinner? You can, but if you wait on board until you get on board the ship. It's only for dinner, obviously. But yes, once you get on board the ship, you're good to go. So. Dom C. Rand, I'm very happy that Oasis is coming to New Jersey. I can't wait to see how the ship's going to fit under the Verrazano. It was cool to see it on Anthem. Absolutely. I am absolutely with you on there. Jessica says, have you done any Australian, New Zealand cruises? Any tips, tricks, or thoughts? I have not, but we've recorded a couple different podcast episodes with my very good friend Pippa from Ocean Time, who has a YouTube channel. I am remiss for not mentioning Pippa's YouTube channel earlier. She has come on the podcast a couple times, sharing some great advice for cruising out of Australia. So check it out at RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. Jeff Robbins, welcome. Connie Jensen, any idea when the new restaurants on Oasis will be available to book, like the barbecue place? Probably close to your sailing, Connie. Usually it comes a lot closer in. Jay Scott in Cozumel, if you want to do the beach and eat and drink, is it better to go on your own or book an excursion at Playa Mia, that the buffet option open bar? Booking in advance is always a good idea, Jay Scott. I will tell you this. In my opinion, I would rather go somewhere else than Playa Mia. I've never been to Playa Mia, but it strikes me as kind of a tourist trap. It's a little too large for my take. I would personally prefer, if it were me, to go to either a place like Nachi Kokum for all-inclusive, Mr. Sancho's for an all-inclusive, or if you want to pay as you go, Paradise Beach. I think they're better choices overall. Santiago, is there any differences when traveling on Christmas? If so, which ones? You'll have Christmas decorations on the ship, and if you're actually sailing over Christmas, there will be special events on board the ship, like you can meet Santa, things of that nature. So, Jeff, thank you very much. Awesome, guys. Really appreciate you hanging out here. Roz, what are Ranger cookies? They are a coconut-based cookie. A lot of people like them. It's kind of one of those signature Royal Caribbean foods. Charlotte says, have I been on Ovation Seas to Alaska? No, but I'm going next year. Got a book for next June. And in terms of the excursions, Charlotte, look at both. Look what Royal Caribbean offers. Look what you can get on your own. Figure out what's the best option for you in terms of which excursion you want to do. Mel, is it worth buying the Key program if you have a junior suite? I don't think so. Andrew, living on Liberty in 10 days with the ultimate dining package and 8-year-old daughter's a picky eater. Andrew, when it comes to your 8-year-old, do not buy the dining package for your kid. It's overkill. You can get in with your kids for a much lower price. So buy the dining package for adults only. If you already bought it for your child, you can cancel it right now via the cruise planner. But only buy it for the adults. And then your kid can order off a kid's menu. Absolutely. Bukafan, is it worth having an airboat ride in Orlando Port? It's a great way to, if you want to see, an airboat ride is something very, very Florida, if that makes sense. Noam, is there a Royal Caribbean ship that you can recommend to go to? They're all great, Noam. There is not one ship I don't recommend. It's really a question of what are you looking for, where you want to go, variety of other things. Catherine Bentley, 199 days to go. Nice. Tammy, should I just keep Bermuda ahead with a third party or wait till I get there? Book. I always recommend, in general, Tammy, I would tell you always book in advance. That way you have your reservation set, you're good to go. You can vet the operator ahead of time. Like you can look for reviews of them. I think it's in your best interest to do so that way. So good stuff, guys. Really appreciate hanging out with us here on this Halloween. I wasn't sure at first, I'll do the live broadcast in the evening. Like I usually do. I was like, wait a minute, it's Halloween. People are going to be busy, with Halloween stuff. So I figured I'd come on here a little earlier. Axel, is Empress of the Seas too small to enjoy? No. Again, are you looking for a flow rider? It's not on there. Are you looking for a full Broadway show? It's not on there. Zip line, row promenade, but you can still have a great time there. You just have to, your expectations need to be in line with what the ship does offer. Holy moly, Mary Flannery with a super chat. Right, thank you. You're amazing, so knowledgeable for Royal, loyal to Royal. I think you're right there. But Mary, thank you so much for that. That is very kind of you and very generous, guys. So many great folks here being so generous today. I don't deserve this. Thank you so much. Milheim, have you ever cruised during hurricane season? Every year, dude. Every year. Worried about a September booking. It's cheap, though. Milheim, I did a podcast episode that I want you to listen to because a hurricane screwed up my plans. This was episode 318 of the Royal Caribbean Blog podcast. I want you to listen to that episode because I recorded it like the day after I had to cancel my cruise due to a hurricane. I think it's going to give you a very good idea or set of expectations for that. John, wants to know if I booked Odyssey of the Seas yet. I booked the inaugural sailing, and I'll see if I go on it or not. Mr. Gutter, should we stick the coastal kitchen over the main dining room? I think it's probably, you're getting it as part of your thing, so sure, whichever you prefer, dude. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with either one. Joseph, how easy is it to get to the Terminal A in Miami? Are you talking about to get around in? It's very easy. It's a very simple building. Natsu, did you ever have bad cruisers, latecomers, guys who don't behave on one of your cruises? There was one on my Jewel of the Seas cruise I went on a number of years ago. There were so many people who came to the dining room late, like an hour after. This is set traditional dining, so dinner was at 8 o'clock, and they would roll in an hour late. It was like one person. It was a lot of people. And that to me is just like, sorry, you missed dinner. It's okay if you're a little late. We all have, like, you're on a cruise ship, okay? I get it. You're busy. Things happen. It's all good. But when you're an hour late, you missed dinner. I hate to say it, but you missed dinner. Ming Lim, big fan of the blog. I'm cruising for the first time with a baby, 1-year-old. Any tips? Yeah, actually, Ming, go to this sounds like a broken record, but it's honestly the truth. We have a ton of tips at RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com for cruising with young children. If you go there, just search for kids. You'll find a lot of great content there. My advice, take advantage of the nursery. Make sure you're on a ship that has a nursery, number one. Number two, take advantage of it. My goodness, it is super warm in here. All right, I can't take it anymore. Well, I guess I'll leave it on here. People keep on saying it. Why do I like the Windjammer? Tried it, didn't care for it. I guess you didn't try the right thing, 12th man. I love it. I love the variety of food there, especially for dinner. The Indian curries. I mean, you've got obviously great barbecue food. The Mongolian grill. I love the variety of food that's over there. So, Mr. Gutter, is Royal Up worth it from a junior suite to a grand suite to pay $700 for an 8-night cruise? $700 total? Like, among all of you? Yeah. $700 a person? No. The children 3 and under pay. They do, Rollin, yes. Unless there's kids sail free. Right now, there is a kids sail free deal going on. So keep that in mind. Nicole, what sort of trip insurance do you recommend if we plan a September or hurricane season cruise? You know, I can't really answer that, Nicole. And the reason is because I don't know what your risk factors are, what kind of coverage you're looking for. It's kind of like car insurance, auto insurance. You know, there isn't like one blanket insurance, right? It depends on how much coverage you want. I would tell you that you want coverage that obviously includes when a named storm is there, trip interruption coverage especially. Janny, do they still do the Love and Marriage game show on Navigator? I believe they do, yes. Denise, my hotel doesn't have a shuttle. Does Royal come and pick up folks at their hotel? No. But Denise, you don't need it. Don't even worry about it. Just take a Lyft or Uber. You'll be totally good to go. And honestly, it's much better to take Lyft or Uber than to rely on any shuttle service, because that way you're moving on your schedule. You're not waiting for other people there. Little Pockets, you know the cutoff time is to change someone on your reservation. 48, I've heard 48 hours, I've heard 72 hours. I've heard both. I would definitely say before 72 hours for sure. Brian, any idea why they aren't offering deals for onboard credit? Ready to book? I don't see those deals. No, I don't know. Deals change all the time, dude. But here's what I would tell you, Brian. If you live in North America and you are booking a cruise that is more than 90 days from now, book it now. Lock in the price. If there's a better deal next week, next month, anytime before that final payment date, you can always cancel and rebook under the new policy. You know, just book refundable cruise fare. You're good to go. Tothman, do you have a hotel recommendation for Boston? I have not been there, so I don't have one off the top of my head. But if you guys, does anyone in chat have a good recommendation for a pre-cruise hotel in Boston? Love to hear. Please type it in chat. Autumn, were they there filming Royal Crush on Oasis? Oh, were you there for that? No. I was on Harmony of the Seas a couple of years ago when they filmed Like Father, that film with Kelsey Grammer and the lady from Frozen. Can't remember her name. You know what I'm talking about. Chris says, I was told I can bring a power ship without a surge protection. Is that true? It is, Chris, but sometimes they still make us think about it, so be prepared for it to be confiscated. Ken Unser is here. Welcome, Ken. Good afternoon to you as well. Daniel Lopez, do you know if Oasis will get WoW bans during the refurb? I don't expect that to be the case. No, it's not Indina Menzel. That's the other lady from Frozen. I'm talking about her sister, Anna. John Stump just got off work. Surprised you hear this early. Yeah, dude, so I'm on this early because of Halloween and trick-or-treating. I figured this would be a better time for a lot of people. April, in your experience, how many times a year does Royal Caribbean offer kids sail free? About once a quarter, I would say. Every about, couple months, so about once a quarter, 4 times a year-ish. Just once, you take a drone on the ship and use it to film. You can take it on board the ship. You may not use it on board the ship or in their private islands. But if you want to go to Cozumel and use it somewhere in Cozumel where it's legal, absolutely. But you can bring it on the ship, but you may not use it on board the ship. Kristen Bell, that's the lady. Thank you. Book of Geniuses and Doris. Autumn Sky, do you know how deep you go down when you scuba dive? No idea. Valeria wants to know recommendations for a hotel in Fort Lauderdale. Ooh, the Embassy Suites in Port Everglades is excellent. Embassy Suites. It's a good choice right there. So, is there a limit to luggage? There is not, Elizabeth. I think Royal Caribbean's rules say something within reason. Like, it's not like the airlines where you're limited to like 2 bags a person. No, you just can't bring like 700 bags. You know what I mean? So they just say within reason, basically. Who am I? Wants to know, which ship did I enjoy the most? Ooh, my favorite ship is Harmony of the Seas. Love that. Ken, thank you very much. I'm getting into... I figured if I'm gonna be on... It's Halloween. I should get in the spirit of things. And I did bring my mask, but it's very warm under the mask, so I took it off. I'm sweating like a pig under this thing, so just keep that in mind. Doris, any idea which port in Florida is the cheapest to fly into? Usually Orlando is the cheapest, followed by Fort Lauderdale and then Miami. The reason being because Orlando is served by so many different airlines, you get a lot of competition there. Whereas Miami is basically owned. It's a major hub for American Airlines, so they dominate it, so there's a lot of competition there. Fort Lauderdale, though, you can get pretty good rates as well. Book of Geniuses, are there food options available late night, 24 hours at Symphony? Yes and yes. You always have room service. That is 24 hours a day. And there's usually like Cafe Promenade, I think is close. If it's not, it's close to 24 hours, if not 24 hours. Also, Sorrento's is open pretty late as well. Book of Fan, if I go on a group cruise, can I get you to try the Flow Rider? Absolutely not. I have no coordination, and I don't feel like breaking my face. Roz, you need a big fan in there. I have a big fan on top of me. It doesn't matter. This leather. It's all leather. It's 90 degrees in Florida today. What are my children going for as Halloween? My oldest is going as Jasmine from Aladdin, and the youngest is a unicorn witch. I don't know. She saw it and liked it. Jenny, is laser tag complimentary on Navigator? It is. WDW owner, welcome. Glad to have you here. Andy, if I'm going to Oasis December 1st, will I be able to use sales on Black Friday, November 29th? For like the cruise planner? You might be able to... usually the cutoff date is a lot closer. I don't know, Andy. I can't answer that question definitively. My guess would be no, but you never know, dude. You never know. All right, guys. I'm going to head on out of here. I am sweating so profusely. I got to go. But I really appreciate you guys hanging out with us here on this bonus live broadcast here on Thursday. Happy Halloween, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We'll be live again on Monday on YouTube, so come join us back here on Monday. Until then, have a great rest of your day. Enjoy. Do something fun. And we'll talk again very soon right here on YouTube. See you guys.